I'm Faith, and welcome to Faith's Take, where I talk about anything and everything that I find interesting. And welcome to my first reaction to the Rifftrax VOD of Blood Theater. I've been meaning to do this, a few reaction videos actually, for a while, but tonight was finally the first night in a while that I could record some face cam stuff. So, the reason I really especially wanted to do this one as a reaction video, like I did with the girl from Rio, is not just because I enjoy these, and you guys seem to enjoy them too, which is great, but because this movie is directed by the same guy who directed Hobgoblins, which is a very infamous episode of Mystery Science Theater, a very infamous film, I should say, that was on Mystery Science. And so I figured we'll just jump into it. I'll read the description Rifftrax has, and then we'll just get started. Every time the Blood Theater is open for business, someone has died. But this time, the most incompetent theater owner in town has a good feeling about his chances. After all, he's the brains behind such innovations as the totally necessary movie theater employee locker room and the enormous PA system that's constantly blaring announcements to people who've already bought their damn tickets. So it'll come as no surprise that things immediately go wrong and people die. But at least their theater uses real butter instead of that gross artificial stuff. One thing the Blood Theater has going for it, it doesn't show movies directed by Hobgoblins auteur Rick Sloane. Unfortunately, this huge plus is immediately negated by the fact that Blood Theater itself is directed by Rick Sloane. It's up to you if you want to join Mike, Kevin, and Bill for the riffing. The rest of us are going to watch a nice, safe Neil Breen movie instead. So I'm very excited for this, especially because with all those things about, oh, the theater has all this ridiculous stuff, because I used to work in a movie theater, so it'll be particularly funny to me.
They must be on fire.
Ooh, he's probably a scientist.
So the whole mystery of this haunted movie theater is that he's just a murderer? Is that all it is?
Is an interesting business model. Burn your entire paying audience to death.
And Rifftrax Live has just been doing it metaphorically. Should we consider this option? Or...
Yeah, insurance gets a little pricey, Bill.
Yeah, it's a good reason not to do it.
Yeah, well, I'm coming for you next, Thor. And now that I've destroyed the theater business, time to found Netflix.
Till Disney Plus takes you down.
Oh, okay.
Wait, you don't, what? Why don't you just bulldoze the place if no one's willing to open it? Why would you pay someone to use the theater? Just shut it down.
Poor carpet. My God, the stains it's seen.
This movie is keeping it real. Oh God, I hate myself.
Good.
I think I'm going to leave early again today.
Yeah, me too, guys.
No.
No non-manager wears jackets like that at a movie theater. What the heck?
Sniper fire! Oh, it's just the door.
And you don't have your employee meetings in the middle of the day.
I can tell that this is an important meeting, and I'm
Oh,
sure
that
that it
dubbing.
concerns...
It's about employees who have been stealing money from the concession stand.
Let's go.
He just reminded me, with everyone else in here, we can go nuts stealing.
But they're just gonna both be fired, right? What the
Well, you
what?
said you wanted to leave early today anyway.
Let's go find Archie and Jughead.
Yeah.
I'm transferring you all there as new employees.
You can't just move employees to
Who you
other
obviously
locations
know
if they
from
don't
other
ask,
organizations.
right?
Zapruder called this terrible camera work.
Who took the slide?
Helen Keller, as it turns out.
What sort of package came with...
I got sucked out of the airlock and into the void of space.
No, one will be fine.
That's what audiences said about the Avatar movies.
Oh, I see you on the rest of the slides. No, these are just...
Glenn Close yells that whenever she pulls a prank on me. Close.
The theater's been closed for 2 weeks, but people are still waiting for Avengers Endgame to finish. Forgive us, Father, for we are in Blood Theater. Your outfits are stupid, unlike mine.
Oh my gosh.
There he is!
Jared Fogle!
Oh no!
We love you, other girl's boyfriend!
Whores. They dress like superheroes.
What the heck?
Maybe you can buy the place.
Oh my gosh.
What? Still better than a CFL bulb.
Don't clumsy middle-aged teens.
He's like the world's slowest vacuum user.
Oh, work and no play makes Jack rip off gremlins.
Ugh, damn it, God, this isn't a good time.
What?
Theaters where you're the star.
Okay, wait, I'm sorry. I know this is stupid. But, like, I wear big earrings all the time. It's never inhibited me from using a phone.
The trash bag.
That's where Rick Sloane found the screenplay.
Could you bring me up? Who's doing that?
It's me, Statler. I got stuck up here. Waldorf would say the punchline, but he died and I ate him.
Oh, no! Oh, no.
Yeah, you know, I find it hard to believe anyone in this movie knows how to read. Oh, it's just pictures. That checks out.
Not sure I'd give the audience ideas like that.
1, 2.
What the heck?
He's just a really big fan of the rival high school across town.
What is going on?
Welcome to Spotlight Theaters, where you're the star.
The star of a Rick Sloane movie, unfortunately.
What?
The popcorn is ready.
Creepy, omniscient boys, always on top of things.
Did you pay for that already? Wait, slow down.
You don't just set out full
It's
things
me.
of popcorn, you idiot.
Selena, where were you? There was a whole crowd here a minute ago.
There was a whole 4 people in
Well,
front
there's
of
no
me.
one here.
We can't even do that.
First off, they don't even have a cash register. But secondly, you don't
I'll
just...
switch
There's
reels
no...
and make them watch Dune.
Okay, wait. I just realized there's no popper in that popper. Oh my gosh. Okay. For those of you that don't work in a movie, that don't see popcorn poppers all the time like I used to every day, you know, they have the big, like, the actual outside of the popper, but the actual popping, like, basket, like, silver thing inside isn't even there. It's literally just, like, a glass box that they filled with popcorn. I just realized that there's no popper in that thing. They just put loose popcorn in a glass box. Like, look, far be it for me to expect anything realistic to come out of a Rick Sloane movie, but holy crap, like, they couldn't even get one real popcorn popper.
They're a disgrace to Hollywood.
That's saying a lot, man.
Why don't you just dial?
These Mary Poppins sing-alongs always get out of control.
I'm not your employee, bitch.
That's what I say to anyone I don't work for.
See you later, Jennifer.
I do that at the end of every episode of Friends.
Spotlight Theaters.
Miss her.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna stop it. It's like about halfway through. This is like less coherent than Hobgoblins. Like, at least Hobgoblins, you had like a definite antagonist, which were the Hobgoblins, and like you had, you know, the characters were all still terrible, but you had several defined characters, and as terrible and selfish and gross as they were, you knew what their motivations were and kind of who they were as characters. And this, you don't even have that. You just have, like, these 3 manager kids we know nothing about, and the, like, super gross sexualized blonde girl, and, like, the owner and his secretary, and, like, that's it. But they don't have, like, anything going on. Like, I'm so... it's like, Hobgoblins is probably grosser so far. This had the really bizarre topless scene, which is really gross, and that's only, we're only halfway through. But Hobgoblins, it's like, man, I don't know, they're both gross. I don't know, I mean, I guess we'll see as it plays out, but so far this is like really rough, like really, like, the roughs are really good. This has actually been a really funny one, but it's like, the movie is like, I don't know what I expected, I guess.
This is really lucky. It's full of all these old films.
They say coronet on the label. I bet they're all great.
Oh, man.
Oh, I hear a mountain lion.
Oh, man.
This must be what that camera on the balcony was used for.
What camera?
The camera that's on the balcony. That's why I called it the
what?
camera on the balcony.
There's a camera on the balcony. It must have been used to photograph plays off the stage.
Oh,
But is it on the balcony, that camera?
It's the camera on the balcony.
I have to get ready for the convention tomorrow.
Why are you going to another one of those?
Because FurryCon is the only place I can legally f*** a guy in a badger suit.
Oh.
Before you go, how do you get your hair so repulsive?
Blood Theater, providing screams and laughs.
You don't.
This is one of the screams.
What the heck?
Fine,
You don't
makeup
clean it
over
with
my
popcorn
bruise.
in it. You.
But you don't have a bruise.
That'll be just fine.
You know it's the man.
The beach shots in A Talking Cat seem super on point compared to these. This is Alice, an ordinary outgoing girl who's about to join a new after-school group called Depression.
Oh no.
The Foley guy has never actually heard sound.
Hey, are you me?
Look! There's more of them!
This is making The Happening look like the good Evil Plant movie.
If you stay a little longer, you may get to see the feature presentation.
It's called Romancing the Stone, and it's a delight.
What did we do to deserve to be sent to this pit?
Golden Corral's most positive review. Okay, time to wizard the clown this bitch all the way up.
What kind of clown sweater?
Are the lights out in here too?
Is this really a question you have to ask? I'm stuck to the theater floor. Please just end my life.
How about coming in here and running this booth?
Why? I'm not your employee anymore.
I got a new job as a congressman's girlfriend.
Oh no.
Cut. Okay, let's get out of here.
We managed to do the whole report without mentioning what movie they're showing. Let's scrap.
When God closes a door, he ends a movie.
Is that how the saying goes?
I really hope so.
Oh, come on. How many times do I gotta die today? Ugh.
What did that have to do with anything?
And freeze
What?
frame on two cops we've never seen. Perfect.
Blood and theater. They're cops.
Well,
Holy cow. Okay, I guess I'll do film-wise and then, or I'll do riff-wise and then film-wise. Riff-wise, that was hilarious. That was really good. Let me move this just a little bit. There we go. Riff-wise, absolutely hilarious. Better than Girl from Rio in my opinion, just talking about the ones I've done reactions to and such. This one was really, really funny. But movie-wise, that was really bad. Like, just like Girl from Rio, it had like a lot of overly sexualized stuff just to have it in there. But he did the same thing. Rick Sloane did the same thing in Hobgoblins to a degree. So I can't... That shouldn't be a surprise, I guess, in that sense. But the movie itself made less sense. Like I said, halfway, it just starts to make less and less sense as the film goes on. By the end, it's like... just like a mishmash of scenes and like horror movie cliches happening for no reason whatsoever. Where at least in Hobgoblins, it's, you know what it is. It's a Gremlins ripoff, and you know what the characters are like going for through the whole thing. No characters had any motivation in this movie whatsoever other than working a crappy theater job, and that was it. There was like, even the bad guy, like, was first of all barely in it, but then second of all, you don't know exactly what the motivation is other than being other than being a murderer. But honestly, I'd be like, if you were waiting on like a good Rifftrax to pick up, this was definitely a good one to pick up. Actually, I had someone comment on my Girl from Rio one, asking me to do more of these because they, you know, value my opinion on like which Rifftraxes to get, which is like really, really cool and kind of humbling that you guys are like spending your money on what I recommend, and I definitely recommend this one. I thought this one was really good between both how completely off base and ridiculous the movie is, plus how fantastic the riffs are. I had a great time, lots of genuine laughs, a lot of like WTF moments in it as well, which is always fun. So a lot of good references to past Rifftraxes, both the Hobgoblins Mystery Science, you know what I mean, between both Hobgoblins and a lot of other references, a Birdemic one in there, things like that. So yeah, I highly recommend it, and I definitely, again, want to be doing more of these. Tonight was a good night to get some done. I definitely want to do more of these going forward. Let me know if there are any suggestions for ones you guys would like to see me react to of like recent ones, because I'm honestly kind of behind on a few of these that I've been saving for videos like this. So, but yeah, this was definitely a good one to check out. So I highly recommend Blood Theater. Honestly, I was kind of worried going into it because I was like, it's by the same guy as Hobgoblins, but will the riffs be as strong as Hobgoblins? Because I really like that episode. And I think the riffs were very strong. I think the riffs definitely were high quality riffs. So I definitely suggest this one, absolutely. And one day I'll try to do a review of it, as long as YouTube won't take it down. So as always, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.